So, let's see. What are we doing today? Yeah, this could be the sort of second part of the inventory walkthrough. I presented all the material that I was going to bring and how I'm saving it and transporting it. It's heavy. It already has all the prints, and I just want to show with this table, which is the closest I could find to the size of the tables that are gonna be in the Comic-Con, in the Artist Alley this year. And let's go through it, right? I bought this cloth. Yeah, I don't know how the tables are gonna be given, but as you can see, it's good to use a cloth to cover the table and what you have underneath. You know, if you have a cash box, you know, it's always better to hide it. There are the reasons to have tablecloth. You know, it's professional. You have this one table holding all your stuff, and you know, you can also hide the prints and all the prints you have left and any other thing you want to keep behind or in private. So yeah, there's not too much to it. This table is not exactly accurate. Like I marked it over here, it's only 60 by 120. And the one in the Artist Alley is going to be 110 by 60. So the 60 we got it right, but the 110 I had to cut over here. So we will sort of see what we can do there. Do not mind me. So this cloth is supposed to cover as much as possible. I think it's longer than shorter, so but I think I might have it just like this. I might use clips if I have any left, this sort of clips to put them here so it doesn't fall. Depends on how thick the table is. So that's nice and steady there. I think we should go with the wire cubes first. I did this sort of setup for them, and I don't know if it's the most optimal arrangement for them. I bought the 4 wire cube pack from Amazon. So this is the amount of grid panels and joints, I guess, that came with it. So this is what I could do with it. So we're aiming for height. When you put up things, the higher the better, because when people are walking by, they're not going to be looking down most of the times, because, you know, the Artist Alley will have a lot of posters or signs going on, statues, you know, people around. So people normally, and also people when they walk, like you walk eyesight height, you know, they'll walk by, they'll see something that catches their eye. So the higher the better. This is as high as I could go. So my friend's going to come with me, and we're gonna have to sit on the other side, and yeah, I'll put my trolley underneath the table, and they recommend you stand up so you can engage better with the client and they can see that you're active. I mean, you can sit down, of course. I'm not trying to say that you can't sit down, but you know, try to show engagement, try to talk to people, that you're there for them in that sense. And so yeah, wire cubes. The line I think is almost around here, I guess. So I'll just put it right here. So as you can see, there is very little room for me to show my face. Ideally, the setups I've seen, you know, they were wider, and you can put these like this or something like that. And you can even have like an arch here or like a frame, and you would be sitting behind it. So for instance, this is the chair I got from IKEA for my friend. They say they provide me with one. So we'll use it for this example. Hi, how's it going? Yes, I'm a super famous artist. Thank you very much. Yes, you want me to sign this? Sure, absolutely. Oh, you want 100 copies? No problem, I'll make you a special deal.
I don't know what the that was.
That's sort of the deal. Ideally, sit in position, but I will be standing in the Artist Alley. Again, these are ideas. I'm just, you know, they can be lost in the wind, or follow them, or give you an idea of how you can do it. So this is not like super stable, but they are only meant to hold prints. So I'll hang up the prints later. I'm just gonna have the basic setup, and then I'll show how I'm envisioning it. I brought this book holder from Amazon. I left this space over here. You can see there's a platform here where I'm going to be putting things, things like tabletop holders for the social media sheet and the pricings, business cards and all that. So like I said, the higher, the better. You can still have them on your table, but you know. So we have these here. We're going to take the portfolio, which I have marked them here. You can basically see this will be much easier to read. You can see that we have fan art, A6 collection, original art, Inktober, and art commissions. This will be open, and we have here a index, a table of content, if you will. I'll obviously have it open in a certain page. The pages I personally think would be more eye-grabbing, or depending on which A3s I have put up. So I'll be putting A3s up so they're easy to spot from a distance. Depending on which ones are up, I'll just have here a different design. So, you know, for the sake of variety. For now, I'm just gonna have my original art and my 2 pieces that I think will kind of sell most. I'm interested in having people cruising through it. I don't know how much of a flow of people there'd be through the artist alley that would stop at my stand and look through the portfolio, but still, I'm just gonna have it like this for now. The good thing that they are in SAC, they are not actually the original prints. I mean, they have the same kind of quality, but like I mentioned in the previous video, this first print was just like a tryout. Then we have what we have on top here. I got a sum up card reader. This is not sponsored, but I recommend you use a card reader. Or for instance, in Sweden, they have this sort of money transferring app or system between banks called Swish. In Sweden, which is a very cashless country, these cashless payments are promoted most. I don't see cash that often anymore. I think it's a good initiative, especially now with COVID times. I think the pandemic has pushed all the online payment methods. So I have this little dandy thing that came with. It just says all the accepted payment methods. I think it's great. So I'll probably have them there. It also came with a sticker that I can paste somewhere, but I don't know what to do with that yet. And I already have this, so otherwise I could have put that sticker in this tabletop holder, A5 size. Here's where I'm going to put all the prices. My prices, I do have thought of them, based on how much I spend on the prints, how much I think I can value the time invested in the artwork and, all those parameters. But the most important, the key aspect, especially as a foreigner or expat here in Sweden, I'm not sure, and as a beginner artist alley artist, I'm not sure what the prices would be in this case. So on the first day I'll have my estimated prices that I come up with based on what I previously mentioned, but it will be adapted to the rest of how the prints are being priced in the artist alley. And then the other tabletop holder, the social media sheet. Sorry for the reflection, I have a lamp here, and I've shown this earlier, but I never really actually did show you how I would display it. So everything, all the links to my portfolio, to my other social media, a QR for my Instagram. I think I could only fit one if I wanted to have all the drawings and making the frame, but I think it looks good. QRs are very handy because people can just snap a picture and access the link. I think that future is now.
Future's now, old man.
These are the business cards. Nicely packed 99 business cards. I kept one for myself so that I could keep it with me. I don't know if 100 is too few because I intend to drop one with the bag. So I have here, as expected, I did buy more bags, even though I completely misread the sizes. So they fit all sizes except A3. So I think I'll leave the big black shopping bags that I showed on the previous video for the A3 alone, or if someone is buying a lot, which I don't think. And this one will fit maximum A4s, and I have A5s and A6s. So I expect to toss the business card inside. I think it could look pretty nicely. Looks pretty nice. Now I'm gonna be using, let's see how it holds. Looks pretty good. There's a small space here, but I think it's pretty steady. I'm surprised. Apparently I was just getting them from the envelope, and both are the ones that I actually chose for the portfolio. Let's try these ones, small little ones. I think these ones are too destructive. I'm gonna use the other ones. Oh, okay. I just hit myself and it's holding pretty nicely, but it's kind of smashing the print here a little bit. So I don't know what to think about that. This one's not smashing it as much. This one is, you can see this one is completely damaging it. These are too strong. Let's just keep these for worst case scenarios. I mean, unless I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I mean, these are pretty new. Maybe if they're really new, they are really... But I mean, the physics of it, it's very, very hard. I still have to give a lot of thought about which prints to put up and which ones to keep. Shouldn't put a lot up because otherwise people won't know what to look at, and you shouldn't put just two. Like this looks really poor. But I'm thinking if A3s are too big because I don't have that many water cubes, for instance, maybe I need more and like build up an entire wall or something. But yes, the purpose is to sort of populate your display, your table as much as you can without overflowing it, which sounds like a paradoxical statement, but see a lot of examples, follow a lot of how, you know, most of these things go through patterns, see the patterns that everybody follows, try to imitate them. I'm doing my own thing here. I just got the materials and I just put it up. But yeah, I'll try to come up with more things. Of course, if you have a banner, that would help a lot. I didn't get a banner this year, but if you have a banner, you can just put it in here. And here is actually how it might look at Comic-Con. As you can see, I have managed to use all the available space to put up the prints. So there are 2 here, 2 on the sides. As we can see, the A3s are long enough to cut all around here. I'll take the camera and look around and show you guys. And then I was experimenting here with drawing this Luca piece where it's horizontally placed. And I think it works kind of. I think I can situate myself here. Thankfully, I'm kind of tall, so... And yeah, I can sit here. I just realized I won't be able to sketch on the table. I was picturing myself having sort of an arc around me while I sketch in the table. So yeah, basically, this should be sort of it. I mean, you kind of see a pointy looking, you know, the clips kind of stick out a little bit. You know, they're not as subtle, and at least they're black and, you know, sort of blend them in the background. I was doubtful earlier and I hadn't really chosen which A3 prints I will put up. You know, I have to do a lot of, well, not research, but, you know, decisions. I think it looks good. I think it looks steady. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope this display gave you ideas for yours, or, you know, you just had fun seeing me suffer through it. So see you later.